Okay, we're doing a buyer beware series. So over the next couple weeks, maybe 4 weeks, you're going to see different segments of why North Carolina is a buyer beware state when it comes to real estate. Stay tuned. Here's the first part. Enjoy it. Hope you learn something from it because I sure the heck am doing this transition. Okay, North Carolina. Did you know it's a buyer's beware state when it comes to purchasing any type of real estate? And it's so funny. I always do these videos and I'm like, okay, and I give examples. This current transaction where I am representing buyers is a true example as to why buyers need to really beware and understand what they could possibly be getting into when purchasing property in North Carolina. Now, because this deal is not done and we're still in our due diligence period, I am not going to be given too many details about the different parties that are in play right now. But what I will share is that this is a home that the buyers were super excited about, especially for the neighborhood. It is located in a coveted neighborhood, have these beautiful custom-built homes that are on a lake. So clients met them at an open house. They were looking for homes. And I say I'm working with another realtor, Corey. We were so blessed and so excited to be able to represent them during this transaction. And we can only give as much information as we have, and knowledge is power. And so it is our duty, our job to explain the contract. What does it mean, buyer beware? When you're signing the contract, what are you really signing up for? And I think the biggest thing, the common misconception, especially when you move from a different state or if you lived in a different state, what due diligence and earnest money really means and how it affects the contract and making decisions. So I'll give you a little bit of what's been discovered during this transaction, and we'll continue to kind of give you updates on how we're handling it, because this is something that I think all buyers and even realtors need to go in with eyes wide open and understand that there's laws, there's executed contracts, but there's also ethics. And I'm questioning a lot of that right now. So before I go into the transaction, a couple things contractually. If you have never purchased a home in North Carolina, or you have, pay attention to the fine print in the offer to purchase. You're always to assume that the home is as is. And in this offer to purchase, they've been updated over time. It does say that you need to discuss, and it needs to be known that it's going to be either purchased as is condition, or if there's going to be room for negotiation. So just know going into this purchase, we already discussed that we potentially will be asking for repairs, and it was agreed upon with the seller and the listing agent that they were aware we're going to be doing inspections, and it was never told that this home was going to be as is. Keeping in mind that this is a VA loan, and so yes, appraised value has a different kind of look than a conventional loan and inspections, but because our buyers were coming in with a significant amount of money to put down, those really weren't in play. We were still doing every inspection that we needed to do, and starting with home inspection, reviewing all the paperwork, all the documentation, well inspection, septic inspection, all those things were lined up immediately when that executed offer, or it was signed and it became an executed offer. So we had the home inspector who we used Pinnacle Residential, and they coordinated with AWT AgriWaste to highly recommend do all of the septic and well inspection. And while these inspections were going on, we started to notice a couple things. And again, I mean, you're asking for when you're a listing agent, you're asking for your homeowner to recall things in your home or age of systems or anything that can be complicated, especially if you've been living in the home for quite some time. The seller moved in less than 10 years ago, purchased the home in 2018, and we were looking at that 4-page resident property disclosure, which helps with the condition of the home, and it helped us really put an offer in because it said that everything was really functioning well. Again, always let the buyer know. We don't know until we do inspections. So here's what we found out with paperwork, with inspections. Would love to know your thoughts.